Hey y'all, Amanda with Seven Sparrows Farm here. Today we are talking about the Yardbird chicken plucker. We recently did a review of a Kitchener plucker, and we had the opportunity to use a Yardbird, so we wanted to show you guys what we thought about that one. So Yardbird and Kitchener have a lot of similarities. They are both meant for like a home or homesteader processing. They're not huge, they're not industrial grade, but they're perfect for people like us. They have similar price points, they have similar setup, and a lot of similar features, but there are some key differences that we want to point out to you guys. So the Yardbird and the Kitchener both have a similar structure in that they have a drum that has rubber fingers in it that are stationary, and then it has a bottom plate that's run by an engine that also has rubber fingers. That's the part that spins, that's gonna move the bird around and essentially rub off the feathers. Most home pluckers are built that way, and these are no exception. So as you can see, the Yardbird has a nice wide wheelbase. That makes it easier to move, in and out of the shed or wherever as you're storing the thing. The one thing that is common to all of these like homestead style pluckers is the wheels are small, and that can be a little troublesome, but it wouldn't be hard to upgrade them. I do like the wide wheelbase though. Next thing I want to tell you about is the on-off switch. The one on the Yardbird is rubberized, so it's waterproof, which it needs to be. That's perfect. The thing that I noticed about this one that I really liked is it has these little metal brackets, and I think those are meant for you to be able to put a cotter pin in so it doesn't doesn't accidentally get turned on, or even put a lock in there for whatever reason. But the thing I liked about it is it prevents anything shearing that on-off switch. We had a friend that had a totally different brand that did not have a protected on-off switch, and that actually happened. They were loading it in the truck, something sheared it, and there goes your whole system, because now you've got exposed wires, and it was just terrible. The thing that is also common to this style of plucker is that the on-off switch is on the bottom, like under the drum, near the engine, which makes sense, or motor. Anyway, that is cumbersome. It's cumbersome to have to go up under there and turn it on and off. You can easily though get an extension for the cord that has a waterproof on-off switch that you can either hold and turn on off. They even have ones that are step on and off, and I've seen them anywhere from 15 to 50 bucks, so it wouldn't be a hard upgrade. If you guys are interested in more homestead content, tips, tricks, deals, stuff that we can't always put in our YouTube content, sign up for our email list. There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment. Another thing that I like about the Yardbird that is also on the Kitchener is the feather chute. Our first plucker was a whiz-bang homemade one, and in that one the bottom is just open, so you have like this spray of feathers that come out the bottom, and that was honestly the hardest part, was cleaning all those up. But this has a very distinct chute. You can put a bucket under it, or you can just let a pile accumulate on the ground, and that's really helpful to keep the mess under control. Probably my favorite feature that I saw at an instant with this Yardbird is the integrated water feature. So a lot of times, well, you need water when you're plucking a chicken. That's the lubrication for this whole deal. So a lot of times you have to use a hose with a sprayer and a hand to control said hose to do that. But this one actually has a place where you can hook in your water hose and it will spray without you having to do anything manually. That was a super nice feature. It was one less thing to have to keep up with on processing day. So another cool safety feature that the Yardbird has is it has one of those plugs, and I don't know what they're called, but basically it will short itself out if it gets wet, so it'll turn itself off, and it's resettable, so you're not gonna get shocked or whatever. So cool safety feature, and really essential because you're using water around electricity. It has latches to release the drum. That made it much easier to clean. It also would be really convenient if you had to replace fingers, which, eventually you'll probably have to do, but it was much easier to clean than some of the ones I've used in the past. Not just because you can clean the drum, but because you can get under that plate that spins and get out any extra feathers or yuck or anything that gets in there. what? I'm gonna go another second. This model is notably smaller than the Kitchener, but I think I like that. So overall, we really enjoyed using the Yardbird Plucker. I was surprised by liking the smaller size drum, and I'm usually processing by myself, so I'm doing 1, maybe 2 birds at a time. It was perfect for that, even with the chunkier meat birds. I have not tried it with turkeys, but I think you could do a turkey in it and it would be fine. Ducks and all that would obviously be fine. Overall, a really good experience. Had some things that I didn't think about looking for as features, but really enjoyed.